Hey guys, so this office chair was sent to me to review. I'm going to show you how it goes together, but first I just want to kind of give you some of my initial impressions of it. I've reviewed several office chairs in the past. One thing I like is the armrests are retractable, so you can tilt these up out of the way. It does have an adjustable headrest, so it tilts as well. The entire back is mesh. You can kind of see through it here. So it's nice because it keeps your back cool. You know, you're not up against any sort of insulation or anything. And it has a nice lumbar support right here. So this is padded down here and it's adjustable. So you can bring this up and down in order to get the back lumbar support exactly where you want it. Now the cushion itself is really comfortable. It's a nice firm, I almost want to call it like a memory foam underneath. It's got like a real closed knit fabric on top of it. Just a real nice solid comfortable foam that you're sitting on. Now down here is the handle. If you pull it out, so you pull it out this way, you can tilt back. And it's got a really nice balance to the spring for the tilt mechanism. A lot of chairs that I've used, you feel like you're gonna fall over backwards, but you feel real balanced in this chair, which I like. If you wanna lock the tilt, you just push that in, and now when you lean back, it's just locked in place. Now, of course, you do have up and down adjustment. You do need to kind of just pick yourself up to bring you know, the height up. The wheels are really nice. So you can see they're actually a dual wheel caster. So it rolls really nicely, even on carpet like this. And the bottom frame is fully welded. So there's no like assembly with this bottom frame here. So it's nice and strong. So here's the back lumbar support. You can kind of see the height of it right here. And you can just adjust it up and down with this lever right here. And here's the headrest. This is the kind of the tilt range for the headrest, and then you press this button right here to bring it up and down. All right, let me show you the assembly of the chair. Got the instructions, all the hardware is grouped together and labeled. So here's the base. It's a fully welded steel construction. So here are the casters. They're dual wheel, and they're sort of like a hard rubberized plastic type of construction. So the wheels just pop into the bottom of the frame. All right, so there's all the wheels installed. Next, you want to grab the piston, and that just pops in right at the top. The next step is to grab the backrest. So you want to grab the backrest and the arms, and those bolt on to the sides of the backrest with two bolts right here. So we're going to use the J bolts right here. It's labeled on the armrest, and it includes an Allen tool to fasten all of the hardware. So you just tighten these two bolts, and then we'll repeat the same thing on the other side. All right, so we have the two armrests on. The next step is the seat bottom. So the seat's labeled with a sticker showing which way is the front, and we're going to use the K bolts and washers for this step. So you just put a washer over the bolt, and you're going to connect the bottom of the armrest bracket to the bottom of the seat. So I recommend getting the bolts in loosely at first and then tightening everything once all the bolts are in place. All right, next we have the tilt mechanism, and the knob is going to be towards the front of the chair. And we're going to use the M bolts for this. All right, next we'll sit the chair on top of the base. And lastly, we'll install the headrest with the I bolts. All right, and the last thing is to install these little caps to cover the bolt heads. And there's a couple for the headrest bolts as well. And that's it. The chair is fully assembled. So overall, this is a decent chair. I like the amount of room you get. You know, the armrests are nice and wide, and it's really comfortable. You got good back support. So that's pretty much everything you need to know about this office chair.